Story 1. I'm not working hard? Picture that with a camera. Better yet, go to Times Square and take a picture of me with a camera. This man is rambling about nothing and rhyming camera with camera. Story 2. I don't care if this person was my own mother. I would still be intimate without protection and have a child, claiming it is not mine. What is my name? Story 3. Kid Rock. Young ladies. I like them younger, you see. Some say that's statutory, but I say it's necessary. Story 4. Thunder. Feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Story 5. I love girls who wear Abercrombie and Fitch. Chinese food makes me feel unwell. I think it's great when girls visit during the summer. It's surprising that most of those men have passed away. Story 6. If I interacted with this model, and she altered her appearance, and I got bleach on my t-shirt, then I would feel embarrassed. Story 7. Every single line in Crazy Bitch by Buckcherry. I was never a fan, but my ex-stepmother used to sing it in the car all the time and really got into it with her raspy voice. It made the cringe factor even worse. Story 8. Hey little girl, is your daddy home? Did he go and leave you all alone? I have a bad desire. I'm on fire. The entire song is inappropriate. Story 9. Alan Jackson. Where were you when the world stopped turning? I don't even remember how soon after September 11th this song came out. I just remember hearing it in department stores and on the radio, even on the non-country stations all the time for a month or so before it finally faded away. My dad still listens to this song. I'm just a singer of simple songs. I'm not a real political man. I watch CNN, but I'm not sure I can tell you the difference between Iraq and Iran. But I know Jesus and I talk to God. Story 10. Any modern country where the singer mentions forever, heaven, or tears in their eyes. Story 11. He was a boy, she was a girl. Can I make it any more obvious? I love Avril Lavigne and Skater Boy, but come on. Story 12. The Lakes by Taylor Swift is a beautiful song, and I'm a huge fan, but a red rose grew up out of ice-frozen ground, with no one around to see it. Really, Taylor? You couldn't just say, see it? Story 13. Any line in a song that mentions the fact that it is a song, especially if they say the line singing this song. Story 14. Can you imagine no love, pride, deep-fried chicken? Can you imagine no first dance, freeze-dried romance, 5-hour phone conversation, the best soy latte you ever had and me? The band Train is not very good, and their song Drops of Jupiter contains some of the worst lyrics ever recorded. Story 15. Scarred old slaver knows he's doing all right. Hear him whip the women just around midnight. Why did anyone ever think this was okay? Story 16. It's our right to be loved. Seriously, godforsaken is not a particularly unusual word. How can Jason Mraz not recognize how little sense that usage makes? Story 17. Get it hot like Papa John's and hurry up. It's time for supper. I'm excited to go, or really any Chapel Roan lyrics. I just do not understand. Story 18. Your lips, my lips. Apocalypse. Pretty much any lyrics from Cigarettes After Sex. I love them anyway, but I feel cringy when I'm listening to them and would be embarrassed if anyone found out how much I enjoy them. Story 19. Debbie Gibson. Tell me you think that we are all alone. Weezer Heart Songs. Tiffany did that cover, not Debbie Gibson. Story 20. Empire State of Mind by Jay-Z features the line, concrete jungles where dreams are made of. Made of what? Story 21. Pontoon. All the lyrics. Just delete that because it's not worthy of being called a song. Story 22. Big Girls Don't Cry. That whole song originally gave me misophonia, but specifically that lyric was the start of it. Story 23. Tear Ducks in Her Eyes. Just Give Me a Reason by Pink and Nate Ruess. What? Story 24. But you promised her that next time you would show restraint. You don't get another chance. Life is not a game. But you lied again. Now you have to watch her leave. I guess that's why they call it a window pane. Story 25. Put Molly all in her champagne. She doesn't even know it. I took her home and I enjoyed that. She doesn't even know it. Story 26. I want to harm you. I definitely cringe at the gruesomeness of the idea. Story 27. So many lines from Hearts. All I want to do is make love to you. We found this hotel. It was a place I knew well. We made magic that night. He did everything right. He brought the woman out of me so many times, easily. In the morning, when he woke, all I left him was a note. I told him, I am the flower. You are the seed. We walked. Story 28. I've never been to me. Fortunately, I rarely hear it except when it's mocked on the internet. Story 29. If every simple song I wrote for you would take your breath away, I would write it all. You would fall even more in love with me, and we would have it all. Great, now I want to throw up. Again. Story 30. My ex-partner brought his new girlfriend, and she was excited. I'm just going to shake it so the guy over there with the amazing hair can join us on the dance floor. We can have some fun and dance together. I cringed even while typing that. Story 31. Kiss by LAM when he says rape me. I just pretend he's saying break me, because that's what a lot of people hear, and I go with that. Story 32. When I ask, what is love? Everyone responds, baby, don't hurt me. I don't even know the song and am asking a genuine question. Story 33. It's like being on the outside of an inside joke. It's like when they only have Pepsi when you really want Coke. Story 34. Yummy. I have love in my tummy. This is from a song that was frequently played on pop radio in the past. Story 35. You all remind me of a strip club. Every time you come around, it feels like I have to seek attention. For a song written at the height of rap's homophobic era, the artist suggests that when certain individuals are nearby, he is expecting inappropriate behavior. Have I been misinterpreting this? Story 36. Fight the Power by BIS is an impressive song, but the line "you have the brain power of a sunflower" seems questionable. Story 37. Her. Why aren't you putting your hands in the air like you just don't care? Me. Because I don't care. Story 38. But you'll always be the place I want to return to. Seriously, using home twice in the same sentence is disappointing. All they had to do was use back instead of the second home. Frustrates me more than it should. Story 39. You are 16, you are beautiful, and you are mine. Rockabilly singer Johnny Burnett was active in the late 1950s to early 1960s, and Ringo Starr covered his work in the early 1970s. Story 40. Do you think I care? Because I don't. Let me ask you one more time. Do you think I care? Because I don't. Move out of the way so I can speak my mind. Story 41. You speak of my love as if you have experienced a love like mine before, but this is not allowed. You are uninvited. An unfortunate slight. Story 42. I will admit, when I was in high school, I enjoyed these lyrics. Nowadays, though, I cringe at the entire song Angel with a Shotgun by The Cab. Story 43. Put Molly in the champagne. She didn't even know it. I took her home and enjoyed it, and she didn't even know it. Story 44. Most of Hey Soul Sister by Train includes the following lines. Your lipstick stains on the front lobe of my left side brain. My heart is bound to beat right out of my untrimmed chest. So gangster, I'm so thug. All in one 3-minute song. Story 45. America. Tin Man. A collection of cringe, the lyrics of which violate the English language in multiple minor ways, seemingly unintentionally. Sometimes late when things are real, and people share the gift of conversation between themselves. Some are quick to take the bait and catch the perfect prize that waits among the shells. Story 46. You look just like her. I know by looking at you that you've been listening to your Aunt Griselda. Story 47. That Post Malone country song where the guy says, teamwork makes the dream work, was really cool up to that point. Story 48. Oh, the picture in the newspaper showed the scene very well. Papa's truck was buried in the local motel. The desk clerk said he saw everything clearly. He never hit the brakes while shifting gears. How did the clerk see inside the cabin? You don't hit the brakes when you shift gears. I mean, seriously, he was speeding up. Why hit the brakes? Story 49. The entirety of Hey Soul Sister is terrible. But I'm so obsessed. My heart is bound to beat right out of my untrimmed chest. I believe in you like a virgin, you're Madonna. And I'm always gonna wanna blow your mind. The way you can cut a rug. Watching you is the only drug I need. So gangsta, I'm so thug. You're the only one I'm dreaming of. You see, I can be myself now finally. In fact, there's nothing I can't be. I want the Story 50. On the Sea by Tungsten. In search of myself. The last thing I need is our humanity. The voices of my demons. Haunting my mind. They cannot be satisfied out here at sea. It is quite cringeworthy. They are fortunate that their power metal is so catchy. But I really dislike this band's lyrics. Story 51. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. American Pie has so much poetry, and yet it begins with that. Story 52. My love, I'm not someone you can ignore. I want your phone number, please. I see your body is like Coca-Cola. It is like this. Story 53. I can't remember what the song was because I heard it once on the radio about a year ago. However, part of the chorus included the line, "You put the pain in painful." I had to physically restrain myself from figuring out who wrote that line and sending them a detailed letter about how that turn of phrase is supposed to work. Story 54. Put Molly in her champagne. She didn't even know it. I took her home and enjoyed that. She didn't even know it. Story 55. Just to go out, I have to fight for this. I have to realize I'm a high school girl. It doesn't matter how you put it. This song makes me uncomfortable. Story 56. Poison. Talk dirty to me. I call you. I call you on the telephone. What else are you going to call her with, a potato? Story 57. Just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday because that's my fun day. Just another manic Monday. Chloroform in verse. Story 58. I listen to ICP. Well, back to reality. Your son is on drugs, and your daughter has stains on her back. There are better things, mostly 2 liters of soda and inappropriate content. Just come to the carnival. Story 59. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Spend $3,000 on a new chain. My partner loves to use cocaine, ooh. Story 60. I'm forever smoking Nazis. I'm going to pass the blunt too in Frank. Honorable mention to make the girl come out of her shell and raise hell. Story 61. I attended a Thai wedding recently where they played the Ellie Goulding song that contains themes of intense intimacy. The song is often interpreted as "Love Me Like You Do," but the lyrics suggest a darker perspective on love. I found it quite surprising. Story 62. Adele's Skyfall. The music and her singing are quite epic, but if you listen to the lyrics, it is just another breakup song. Story 63. I love Ludacris, but maybe your girl and my friend can trade. If Ludacris is speaking to his female companion about her female friend who is friends with his male friend, it seems like Ludacris is hooking up with his friend while the ladies enjoy each other's company separately, suggesting a switch in partners without ending up with the same companion. Story 64. 20-carat ring. I put my fingers down her throat. If I lose a carat, she might choke. I know she will swallow. She is the greatest of all time. Genuinely made me gag the first time I heard it. I can't stand like that, which is tough because Kendrick's verse is powerful. Story 65. I don't want to see a ghost. It's a sight that I fear most. I'd rather have a piece of toast. Life by Desiree. Story 66. Shake it like a photograph. That's incorrect. Never shake your photographs, as it will cause the image to smear. Story 67. And when you can see your unborn children in her eyes. Bryan Adams. Have you ever really loved a woman? Story 68. You want to know how deeply my soul goes? Deeper than bones. I said there will be no regrets when the worms come, and they shall surely come. Send me all your vampires. Story 69. Here is my heart, waiting for you. Here is my soul. I eat at Chez Nous from Love Will Find a Way by Yes. The rest of the song, especially that chorus, is truly epic, but the eat at Shea Noose part detracts from it. I don't think they could have found a worse rhyme if they tried. Also, I don't want to see a ghost. It's the sight that I fear most. I'd rather have a piece of toast from Life by Desiree. Story 70. I don't want to see a ghost. It's a sight that I fear the most. I'd rather have a piece of toast and watch the evening news. Story 71. The rhythm is the bass and the bass is the treble. No, just no. I act on what I feel and never deal with emotions. Sir, that doesn't make sense. Story 72. The song is enjoyable, but it was disappointing in the last line. Story 73. The phrase timeless wavelength from Rush's Tom Sawyer is nonsensical and makes me irrationally angry. Story 74. Lily Allen, LDN, because he's got all her jewelry and wallet. Taking her jewelry and wallet reads just as well and doesn't cause me any minor issues trying to understand the sentence. Story 75. Kilimanjaro is not located near the Serengeti. Just because they are both in Africa does not mean they are adjacent. Additionally, Kilimanjaro is taller than Olympus. This line from a classic song suggests, as this mountain rises like another, smaller mountain, over a region not visible from this mountain. It seems rather disappointing. Story 76. From White Wine in the Sun by Tim Minchin. Your brothers and sisters, your mum, and I will be drinking white wine in the sun. I understand why he did it, but it should be your mum and I. Story 77. Click, click, boom. I really dislike that song. I started hearing it today and thought, is that the Saliva song? Sheep. The next song to play was Rhiannon by Fleetwood Mac, which is a much better song. Story 78. I am the rat, feasting upon the cat. Tender is the fur, dying as you purr. The entire song is unappealing, but this one verse has made it impossible for me to listen to Rob Zombie again. Story 79. The Wild and Windy Night. From The Long and Winding Road by the Beatles, Paul McCartney's song. The whole song has a somber tone. Story 80. Chocolate rain. Chocolate rain. Some stay dry and others feel the pain. Chocolate rain. A baby born will die before the sin. Chocolate rain. The school books say it. Story 81. Why would song lyrics make me cringe? Unless I wrote them, why would I be embarrassed about something I didn't create? Story 82. Nothing lasts forever but the earth and sky. Just because it will still be here after you die doesn't make it eternal. Thanks a bunch for sticking around till the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, stay awesome and goodbye.